Okay, so I have a Linda before I was at the Lighthouse and Linda after, because it's kind of like a V8 moment where you're driving along. I was driving along. I have 6 children. So I'm driving along going to the market for the 5th time that week, I'm sure. And I see a little line of people standing out, little line. And it caught my eye, and I could tell they were homeless or hurting, long coats, baskets filled with stuff. So I pulled over. I thought, I'll go to the market in a bit. And it was the Lighthouse. I pulled up, and there's rice and coffee to serve. And there was probably 20 people standing in line for rice and coffee. And I was appalled. And I was like, somebody ought to do something about this. I didn't get it. God had to do one of these to me. Like I was an idiot. Like we all are. We're busy and we're Christian and we believe, but we're idiots sometimes in that somebody ought to do something about this. That's what I said to myself. Like, somebody ought to handle this, you know? Well, really, God got me out of the car and showed me, because, you know, we're it. And I said, hold on, if I run and feed you, will you eat it? Oh, they were like, oh, of course I'll run and eat it. Of course I'll run. So I ran to El Pollo Loco around the corner, and I bought all the chickens they had with all the money I had. I bought all the chickens. I said, I want all of those. And I brought it back and they ate. And I said, well, what if I come, you know, next Saturday? Would you come? And would you bring your friends? And they said, oh yeah, we'll come. So I went home and cooked. I told my husband what I was doing. The kids were all cooking. I just made a huge amount in my kitchen, and we brought it, and there was like 40 people. That 40 turned into 80. Now every Saturday, there's 250 people for lunch, for dinner. Now we do breakfast, and now we do dinners during the week, and we have a clothing room where people can get clothes and showers here weekly, and haircuts, where it's become this community-centered place that's kind of quiet. But God is in the mix. God is always there. You can talk about God, and it's more important for me to serve one plate and sit down and talk to somebody about God than it would be for me to serve 100 plates of food. And it's that centered around God, that you share a little bit of yourself, a little bit of who you are, and that God hasn't forgotten them. God doesn't look away because they're dirty, or God doesn't judge because they've used that morning, or there is a God of our universe that knows your name. Sometimes they forget. That makes me cry a little bit. So I keep that in my heart every single day. You can come here and mighty things happen. You can change, and we have a place for you. And we have a bed for 24 men that can start their lives again and give their heart to Jesus, and that can be so yesterday. The amazing thing about this is God-centered. This is not time-centered, which is amazing. And so one of the long-term goals would be, we have a wonderful food pantry that was just born out of the need. I saw more and more little families come, and more elderly, that you think they have, you know, we think, of course, that they have Social Security, or how come they don't have a pension, and these are older women that maybe their husbands just had an hourly job and they don't have enough. They can't make it through the month. And I'd never thought about that, you know, and I had been here for a few years, and I had never thought about, you know, you don't have enough to feed your children, and they don't. And so we started a little food pantry, and it's the most amazing thing. And we give out about 360 bags of food a week. And we give it till there's no more. And then God provides. God provides in a powerful way, but we always need, you can imagine, that's a constant need, because that's a pantry that's empty 3 times a week. So W Church, we are so excited beyond what you know. There is so much need even between where you are and where we are. Unbelievable. And the mindset of your church is so the mindset that we have here. we help. You help no matter what. What do you need? You know, you need soup and it's 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, we have that. And I can tell when you come, you're so about that. You're so about the serve, about the God serve. And I'm excited for more W Church people to come because they'll see something that maybe I don't see. New eyes always help. Fresh eyes always help. And I know there's help. I know that God will bring somebody, and He's brought you guys, so I can't wait to see what's going to happen next.